It's easy for women to love because that's our nature. Our nature is to love. But for a man, it's not. They have to really, really, really be with you for a while in order for them to realize there's nothing else better. You know, man must earn your love, first of all.
Yeah, because when a woman is really good looking to a man, I'm gonna be honest with you, when they don't know you, it's hard to see your individuality because of the physique, right? We're so visual that it's hard to sense the abstract in you. It's hard to sense what you might consider the the soul of who you are. And so guys takes a little bit longer. Even if they like you, to sense your soul per se, it takes guys a little bit longer.
If you're out there giving love away, throwing it at people, just giving it up to anybody, giving love, and I'm not talking about sex, I'm talking about genuine feelings of admiration and love, and I'll do anything for it. Basically, you know, when you like them or love them and they don't even love you. So y'all are just giving that away and looking for it in return,
And usually they give it away because of just desperation. You're just desperate, that's all.
but you're not going to find it in return because unless it's another woman and they're looking for love and you're looking for love and y'all find each other and y'all have a woman to woman type love, then
Relax, Shira. Okay? Relax. Guys can love and
then you have to worry about who's going to pay the bill. Today's
okay. Well, that's why lesbian relationships seem to be a little complicated, you know?
lesson is how to decenter men and stop.
But usually that happens, like I said, is because men are the center of your life. You know, when you make guys the center of your life, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna unconsciously do things that is chasing. In other words, I like to call it reverse supplication, where you sort of beg indirectly, where you sort of beg without passive aggressively begging someone to be in your life.
Stop craving male validation. You need to find hobbies that don't have to do with men. If you don't have any hobbies, then the only real thing going on for you that's outside of the normal is your relationship. Next is make a to-do list every single day that doesn't have to do with men. Wake up.
I don't know about this girl. I think that, well, honestly, you got to start doing something. It is true. You got to just stay busy. It really comes down to staying busy and having your mind focus on different things consistently, because if you're idled and you're just fucking staring at the sun like a hippie, you're gonna start to naturally, and I mean naturally, start to value men more than they should, because it's part of your biology. You're wired to value guys. That's just how it is, right? And so if you're not careful with it, you're naturally gonna go in that direction.
You get on a dating app, you text men, swiping on a dating app to texting these men, and then you call them and you're on FaceTime with them all day. You're always with them. Anytime they want you to pull up, you're pulling up. Texting them all day will not be a fucking option because you're gonna cut that out by only doing things that you have to do on your to-do list. Obviously, keep yourself so busy that you don't have time to think about them. This one works wonders. You don't have to act like, oh, I'm going to ignore his text for 3 hours because, girl, you're already not going to respond for those 3 hours because you're going to be doing things.
Yeah, it's just that it comes down to you not prioritizing them. Like for example, right? How does a man decenter his family? A lot of the times they become addicted to drugs, right? When you become deeply addicted to drugs, your dopamine system gets hijacked and you're only focusing on getting high. Everything else becomes part of the background. What that means is that if men are your drug, then that's why they're your center. Men fall in love when they sense that that they are not your center. Why? Because it makes them feel competitive. It makes it feel like they have to earn your validation.
To level up yourself. And then slowly but surely, you will start to get used to their presence not being there all the time. It'll become a normal thing for you not to call them and not to text them. You'll realize how much happier you are to not constantly being like, how can I cater to the male gaze? How can I make him think that I'm this amazing person? Because you'll just be living your life. You won't be asking yourself, why hasn't he called me back yet? You'll be so busy to the point where you won't even notice that he hasn't texted you. And that is how you start to decenter them from your life, by just doing you. Delete the dating apps. I'm not playing with you. Delete them dating.
Yeah, this is the thing with the dating app. It's not that you have options. There's nothing wrong. The problem is that people are so inconsistent that you're gonna have hope, and then somebody who you think was gonna follow through is gonna disappear on you. And that hope and then down, that's how addictions happen. That's how addictions happen. High dopamine, and then your body release what's the thing? Fucking the antithesis dopamine, the stress hormone, cortisol releases cortisol. Why? Because you were disappointed. And then once your body releases cortisol, then you're gonna crave the high again, right? Because the previous state that you felt was dopaminergic high. So you become addicted. People become addicted to that.
Apps, girl. Having dating apps just proves that these random men that you don't even know still have access to you. You need to make it clear to yourself you're not accessible without commitment. And dating apps, girl, there's no commitment coming out of dating apps, especially Tinder. Go ahead and stop checking.
Yeah, they're just people there are just emotionally unavailable, or they're either in a relationship or they're taking a break. The point is that if you feel fickle, if you feel nimble on the inside and insensitive, they will disappoint you, and you're gonna and the fall is gonna hurt so much more.
Your social media, DMs, messages, notifications. These are men that you've never met, you don't see them, and yet you're wondering who's liking your stuff. You're wondering who's in your DMs. If you're checking your DMs specifically to text men, ooh. Ooh, this next one, girl. Do not Snapchat a man. Do not Snapchat a man. Do not Snapchat a absolutely no exceptions. I didn't care about a man, then I would choose to snap him. Just think about that. Like, as a man, why would he choose to snap you over just texting you regularly? When a man asks me for my Snapchat, I immediately am like, get far away from me. Last one is you do not have to hate men in order to prioritize yourself in your life before theirs. Just keep your distance. I'm not saying act like men don't exist and stop dating and stop. No, like absolutely not. I'm just saying you need to always put yourself first. The moment that you put a man before you is the moment that you
I mean, how old is she? The fuck? I don't know.
the center of your life. That's a no-no. They should be centering you, honey. Let you guys screenshot this for future use so that
Yeah, that was wild. That was pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie. It looks like she just came out of the centering the guy.
Decentering men will literally change your life. So let's talk about it. Everything.
This is what guys call going monk mode, where they also decenter women, and they tend to do a lot of work done once in the moments of like dissension
that you do in this lifetime, whether it's choosing a career, chasing after a career, your friends, your family, everything revolves around a man. You're embarrassing. A lot of people think that decentering men means that you have to hate men, you have to be anti-men. No, decentering men is not that. Decentering men means that you, as an individual, do and chase whatever that is that you want to do. You are not going to compromise your lifestyle. You are not going to compromise the life that you have, the career that you are building, the things that you want to do because of a man. Because oftentimes I see so many incredible women that have so much fucking potential throw it out the motherfucking window because they are with some dusty ass man who is insecure. The second that you are more centered with who you are as a person, what you want to do, you will start attracting the right types of people into your life. You will start attracting the right type of opportunities into your life. You will start attracting literally everything that is so incredibly great for you, all because you aligned yourself with who you truly are. And also, the last thing, you really want to be known as the girl who's boy crazy? Do you want to be the girl that is literally known for revolving your life and world around a man? You are your own person before you are anybody else.
Yeah, but the problem is that that's not what they feel. I'm telling you, man, when you censor the opposite sex in your life, it's just because you're not happy with yourself, right? Or that's what you saw your parents do. Your mom made men the center of her life, and that causes you to copy them and do exactly as they say. And it's almost like, and again, like sometimes you're just depressed, sometimes you're sad, sometimes you just want to feel good about yourself, and so we get used to chasing the opposite sex as a way to feel better about ourselves. And what tends to happen is that it does the opposite, where you feel worse about yourself. You know, I used to do this when I was younger. I mean, do I still do it now? Maybe. Honestly, I think I do, perhaps. But now I'm much better now than I was before. I'll be honest with you. I am much better than I was before. Before I was really, I did not, because you don't notice it in the moment. You know, like you don't notice yourself. making them the center because you're rationalizing it and you're in the moment. Like you're not looking at it from like years later. You're looking at it in the moment and you're like just going about your life, going about your own biology, doing what your body says. And then when you start to mature and you start to see like where it took you, then you begin to realize, you know what, maybe made them the center of my life, and it's hard to see that in the moment because your ego just doesn't want to let you think that you really are that needy and desperate, but you are. And that's why the truth is, I am kind of needy. I am kind of desperate. You know, that's how I am. But I work around that. I work around through creating space, meditation. Anytime I feel really needy, I go into a deep state of meditation and do these types of videos, and they help. You know, helping myself helps you guys, and that's the best way for me to help everyone and not be toxic.
What within you can help you feel more validated with who and where you are in your life? And if and when you do attract somebody who is so down for you because of who you authentically are, that is going to feel so good. Or if you already have somebody and you are just more yourself and they just fall more in love with you, if you give that power to anybody else, that is just going to be a recipe for feeling unfulfilled, for feeling like you're constantly chasing something, constantly looking for something, when what it is you're actually seeking is within yourself.
Yeah, what we're seeking is peace. Is not what we're seeking is the seasons of looking around for more. Right? Because think about it, right? You find someone that you really like and you genuinely stop looking around because you found them, right? But really what's happening on the inside? What's happening is that now your brain stops looking for dopamine and it's enjoying what it has. In other words, it creates peace, right? And when you create that type of peace, you stop seeking and you feel happy. But that's what people really want when they're looking for a relationship. The thing is that you're wired to feel unhappy when you're not with someone. You know what I mean? And this is a way to hijack that part of your brain through developing a meditation practice.
Less. You can feel how he's losing interest in you and you're doing everything in your power to keep him. Do a little less. He comes from late from work, he's annoyed, and you're trying everything to make him happy again, trying to fix him. Do less. Instead of taking you out for dinner, he rather goes out to the pub with the boys and watches footy. Do less. If you feel
There comes a point when you nag it to someone enough time that it kind of loses its power.
that he's losing interest in you and you're doing all these things to try and fix him, to come his way and prove to him how valuable and amazing you are, and you really want to fix that relationship, the more you're pushing him away. That's why they go to women who are doing none of that shit for them. To actually fix the relationship and make him gain that spark again and come your way, you just have to do a little less. Stop trying to.
Because when you look, like I said, I did street interviews the other day, and they all said what made the guy fall in love with the woman. They've all said that the woman just didn't do anything. They just spent time with each other, and over time, they develop feelings for her. Right? You're doing less, but when we really start to like someone, and we sense that it's not reciprocal, your body interprets non-reciprocal love as I gotta do more. But when it's reciprocal, you'll notice you don't have that urge because they're giving and you're receiving and you're giving. So the reciprocation causes you to not need to do more. You do, but not too much. And that's why when you're sensing you have to do a lot, pull away. Pull away. It means that you have to take some distance. That's what that means.
To fix it. That's his job. Let him come your way. But he can only come your way if you do a little less.
And when you do less, what happens is that they fall in love with you quicker. It's literally how that works, people. The less you do, the more they'll do.
Are you needy and creepy? Do you have a tough time coming across confident when you like the person? A lot of the times you just don't know what to do. You have habits and patterns that whenever somebody triggers you, you completely forget what to do the right thing. Well, guess what? I have a course for that. And it's called The Psychological Game of Attraction, Natural Chemistry, and The Feminine Woman. What I call the fundamentals. All of those courses are meant to eradicate and exercise the needy, creepy parts in you through action. Meaning, you do what the videos say, and without a shadow of a doubt, you actually get the results. You'll notice that men call you back more. Men will want more relationships with you. They're gonna be the ones that are needy and creepy. They're gonna be the ones that want something. They're gonna be the ones that are the aggressors in trying to get a relationship out of you. But the problem is that a lot of people just watch one or two videos and completely forget that there's actually a system. Don't just watch one or two videos. Get the system either by purchasing all of them and get a discount, or purchase them individually. Because a lot of the times, just watching one video in isolation, you actually miss the big picture. You have to understand why it works. You have to understand what to do next. And a lot of times, my videos just can't address that. A lot of people, you see by the testimonies right here, a lot of people have done what those videos say, and they've gotten results. Like the other day, I was in Mexico, and they were like, "Hey, Alexis," and I'm like, "Hey, oh my God, your videos are so great." And I'm like, and she was like, "Look at my kid." I'm like, "What you talk about your kid? That's not my kid." She's like, "No, no, no, because of him, because of your videos, he's here." And I'm like, "Okay, all right, that's a thing." But I get that a lot. And ironically, that woman watches all of my videos, right? So purchase those courses, man. And if you don't like it, you actually could get a 30-day money-back guarantee, right? Purchase them individually, or get a discount and purchase them all by clicking on the description down below. You have the option of purchasing the one with the bonuses that obviously it's more material, where it's like I give you guys meditations. There's also other courses on how to make friends, how to master anything. Or you could purchase it without the bundle, which is much more affordable, all right? And with that, you guys are able to support my channel, which will allow me to make more videos, okay? Anyways, see you guys inside, and thank you.